At least you know he's trying to get back on. Unless there's another storm that we don't know about. Because it's very possible.
That's over by Breezeway.
Yeah, oh, you got storms?
Breeze. Yeah, they got the Pineapple Express out there. Breeze is about to float away.
My daughter was just telling me about that. I was like, stop being funny. Pineapple Express? She was like, no, serious, Dad.
That's the storm? Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what they call Express.
it. I saw you trying to be funny right now until I heard him say that.
Yeah, I thought the same shit, bro. I was like, yo, you being funny? She was like, nah. She was like, that's what they call it because it's supposed to come from Hawaii or some shit like that.
Wow. How special. How exotic. Yeah. Even the exotic store. They get the exotic stores. We get fucking corner store fucking...
Well, it's nice to know the origins of a strain that I like to smoke. You know what I mean?
I love that information. You were in tune to Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, and I have a question for you. What if we took two of your favorite 2000s hip hop DJs when they were dropping mixtapes on a regular basis and decided to go the label route and drop hip hop mixtape albums and put them in a round for round battle where we play music all night? And ask the question, who do you got? And then answer that. I'd ask my EBR crew, what do you think of that? Make some noise for tonight's battle, everybody. DJ Tony Touch, the Peacemaker, going up against Funkmaster Flex and Big Cap, the Tunnel album. Make some noise, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Make some noise. Again, I've been basically instructed to make sure I refer to both these projects as legendary projects in their prime in the 2000s. They don't unfortunately fall under the classification of classic due to internal dealings with EBR, but we will sit here and label them legendary projects because this is the evolution. Again, there's a lot of DJs in the room, and shout out DJ Scanny's not here today, but these guys took the art form to the next level respectfully by dropping albums when they were always considered, you know, the street sound, not needing any sort of label push. And these are guys that ended up going that route. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about it real quick. Let's go around the room, dissect what everybody's thinking when we're talking about DJ Tony Touch, Funkmaster Flex, and Big Cap, the Peacemaker, going up against the Tunnel. Let's talk about it. Let's go straight to my man, executive producer, Triple C from Queens. What is going on, Playboy?
Yeah, I gotta go with Tony Touch.
You going with Tony Touch? Aye. Triple C. So again, we're gonna dissect why you feel the way, but is there anything you want to let us know, you know, off rip, why you're going with Tony?
I like it better than the Flex.
Period.
Sometimes it's as simple as black and white, sir. Sometimes it's that simple. Let's keep going around the room and see if anybody else feels as easy a decision as Triple C does. Let's talk to my man all the way in the West Coast, my man, the real Cool B. Reach him at Cool B at HR EBR. My man, Cool Breeze, what is going on, sir?
I'm good, man. What's going down?
Chilling, man. Listen, behind all that stacks of papers in the Human Resources Office, who do you got?
I'm gonna go with the Tunnel on this one.
You go with the Cool Breeze.
Slight edge, if that.
The slightest of garlic slices. Listen, we already know. As thin as Uncle Paulie. We know. Yeah. Let's talk about it some more. Let's keep going around the room. Let's talk to my man back on the East Coast, as far east as we go. You know what I'm saying? Street FM zone. Ike Infamous in the building. Sir, what is going on?
Peace. What up, fellas? What's going on?
Chilling, brother. Thanks for making time, you know what I'm saying, to come join us outside of that Street FM. Was it every Monday night? The best thing on a Monday night, Tuesday morning? How does it go?
Yes, sir. Best thing on a Monday night, Tuesday morning, 90.1 FM, WUSB.FM online. Get that.
Let them know. Ike Infamous. We are talking DJs. You obviously can relate. We are talking debut, well, actually not debut projects, but debut projects for one of them. Big Cap, rest in peace, by the way. Let's talk about the Peacemaker versus the Tunnel. Mixtape albums brought to us by DJs that go down in the history of the New York City DJ scene. Who do you got?
Shout out to Big Cap, rest in peace. I'm definitely going with the Peacemaker on this one.
Oh,
definitely Tony Touch on this one.
That sounds pretty. Again, I when we do captions for the episode, make sure you put a lot of exclamation points at the end of Ike's.
Yo,
it was a good that you were like definitely Peacemaker.
I didn't realize I said so many exclamation marks within that statement. My bad.
Listen, brother, you understand the power of radio. You know what I'm saying? So I would assume you don't understand the power of your voice pause. You know what I'm saying? You threw out a couple of exclamation points. It was very obvious if you didn't know. But again, the power of radio, ladies and gentlemen. Street FM 90.1, correct? Am I saying it right? 90.1?
Yes, sir. 90.1.
90.1 FM in New York City. Don't forget to check it out. Let's keep it moving. Let's talk to my man all the way down to Virginia. 2 up, 2 down, DJ Hobo. Hobo, I have a question for you before you actually answer this question. Before you give me your decision. No. Were mixtapes from the New York City scene, such as guys like Clue, Tony Touch, Flex and Big Cap obviously were on the radio, but they were also known for dropping mixtapes. Was that stuff reaching Virginia at that time? Let's call this the late 90s, early 2000s.
Damn, you think I live in the sticks or something, bro?
I do think so.
Fuck.
Yeah, your internet cuts in and out just like you do, as a matter of fact.
That's that New York bias and shit. You know,
I didn't think it was a New York bias. I thought it was the generator running in the background to make the internet run. That's what I was.
Yo, you the one that's got your laptop sounding like it's about to take off like Cape Canaveral.
I mean, the fans are blowing. There's no doubt about it. The fans are blowing.
Pause.
I keep it real. Yeah, the fans.
Okay.
I don't know how to repeat that less pause. But let's talk about DJ Hobo. Since obviously these projects were making so much noise in Virginia, sir, who do you got when we're talking the Peacemaker versus the Tunnel?
Man, Tony Touch.
Hey! Keeping it Tony Toca. Your man DJ Hobo putting it down. Interesting. Again, we're going to dissect why you feel this way. And again, we do this every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Computer audio.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that too. Audio live and direct. You know what I'm saying? Again, every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on Twitch. If you're not following us on Twitch, please follow us on Twitch. Again, new battles, new topics every Monday, and we're dropping content every week live. Don't forget, here on Twitch. And check us out for a recap for all past episodes on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and comment, as a matter of fact, if you're watching us on YouTube, and let us know where you're chiming in from. Leave suggestions like you have been. You know what I'm saying? Tonight's battle was a suggestion. Here we go. Like I said, apparently we don't get enough DJ battles. You know what I'm saying? So here we are. This is our version of DJ battle. If I'm not mistaken, DJ Hobo, as far as the channel is concerned, stuff that's come out, this is our first DJ battle, if I'm not mistaken. Am I wrong?
Of the year?
I don't think we've had a DJ battle that's aired. I mean, we might have had some in the
not
past.
that's aired, I guess. We did have a discussion about Flex and Clue.
We often talk about the greats on this show, like DJ.
So definitely should exclude Flex.
It's impossible to do when tonight's episode has to do with Funk Master Flex, baby. That's right, New York City's own Godfather on the 2 turntables and the mic.
For those that don't know, Jules is on Flex's payroll still.
Not at all. Definitely will not deny, full disclaimer, will not deny that I was a full member of the Big Dogs record pool back in the late 90s. I
rest my case.
Just saying, I'm keeping it real. I want to put all that information out before they try to put me in the did you know about this section of the forums, of the chats. Let's talk to my man, the good Reverend Doctor, all the way down south, North Carolina in the building. Sir, what is going on?
Chilling, fam. I was in that pool too.
Hey, listen, there you go. So, like I said, salute to the man, good Reverend Doctor, celebrating some anniversary time with his lady. Sir, congratulations to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got a hip hop lady in your life. We all know she definitely chimes in. You know what I'm saying? So, salute to you. Listen, sir, we're asking the question. I hope she doesn't influence your answer. We're talking the Peacemaker versus the Tunnel album. Respectfully, Big Cap and Flex versus Tony Touch. The Bronx versus Brooklyn. Who do you got?
I mean, I gotta go with the better mixtape DJ, man. I gotta go with Tony Toca.
Oh, snap. Tony Touch. Tony Touch.
Mm-hmm.
It's been established. And again, it's not an uncommon thing here where more people join one side of the team. Team Tony Touch and the Peacemaker album is represented by Triple C, Ike Infamous, DJ Hobo, and the good Reverend Doctor, while the man Cool Breeze decides to stand alone, like most human resource reps at most companies, on his own at the Funk Master Flex, DJ Cap, the Tunnel album side of things. But again, you never know which way this game is going to go, because it's a toss-up. Like I said, due to the rounds, you never know what's going to happen. So let's talk about it real quick. Like I said, again, Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm looking for us live on Twitch right now. Here we are. Just make sure I'm lit right here. So make sure I see all the people out there in the chat room. Shout out to everybody in the chat room that joins us every Monday night. Thank you so much. Let's talk about it a little more. Let's get down to it. We got the music ready to go. Let's go. Here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody watching at home, we're talking Tony Touch, the Peacemaker versus Funkmaster Flex, Big Cap, the Tunnel. Let's start round number one. I wanted to talk about some of the most obvious things. I do have a question before we start. Does anybody know what part of the city Big Cap reps?
I think the Bronx.
This is the Bronx? Okay, now I just want to make sure because obviously Flex is the Bronx. I feel like Cap was Harlem or something like that. I could very well be wrong.
I'm going to just say Uptown. It's all relative.
That's the best answer. Absolutely right. Let's go with Uptown. But again, you have basically Uptown versus Brooklyn. You see what's going on. So I thought it only right, especially, with the big elephants in the room being Brooklyn and the Bronx, that we start out round number one with an obvious elephant in the room about people that are on each project. Both these guys worked with numerous artists throughout their history. So it's only right that they would eventually work with the same people. Am I right? There you go. So let's talk about Queens' is only involvement. That's why I had to stick Queens in the Brooklyn Bronx battle. Queens makes a representation right here. Let's talk about the best Queens/Prodigy verse. Let's talk about a little song called Basics, produced by your man, Alchemist.
Oh, this fucking kid. Yeah. I can't deny it. Don't get it twist. Get it fixed. Yo, done straight up. My heart out. That's how we do. Straight up. Let me start from the beginning at the top of the list. P double dispose of rap garbage, expose novice, trash style niggas try hardest. Clowns attempt to rap, you slap the farthest. I'm P like the stink urinating staircase. Nigga from me stay the most distant. You out of place, grind rhyme. My story too fat for prime time, so I don't give a fuck about MTV. On any radio station, it won't play me. They own kids give me spins on tapes and CDs. Infamous first infantry tees. Army green, so it match and fatigues. Desert Storm 10, done damn. I can see it, let's bid. My whole clique blow sticks and fizz. Abolition, cancel your position. Don't ever in your life for living, challenge my division. Yo, thought we nice with rhymes on the L, niggas fear this. Something for the people, I know what they wanna hear is P.E. double with the realness. M.O.B.B. niggas is fearless. QB seeing it all day, fear this. To smash these niggas with a verse like dead weight that you can never move or shake. Demonstrate live nigga rap throughout the states. Initiate lumps on all niggas is fake. Take time out to think before I wrote the page. Celebrate my type of
Tony Touch, Peacemaker dropping heat. Again, an exclusive track by Prodigy, produced by the Alchemist. Off that Peacemaker, Tony Touch. Again, we got to talk about the representation of the best borough of them all, Queens, taking place between the Bronx and Brooklyn battle. Queens had to represent. Again, Prodigy, rest in peace, makes an appearance on both of these albums. So it's only right that we figure out the best Queens/Prodigy feature on both projects. I know Hobo is fuming and steaming under the lid. But let's keep it pushing and talk about the Tunnel's contribution with the DJ Twins produce QBG. Again, the Prodigy featuring your man, Coogee Rap.
Prodigy Coogee Rap. Nigga, I got cash, nigga. I had to take care of real quick. Anyway, now, yo, what's the deal? You a thug or what? We cut you up. Nigga, we'll fuck you up. We'll be the drill. We the Queens gangsters, infamous monsters. You a wankster. What's the deal? So you a thug or what? We cut you up. Nigga, we'll fuck you up. We'll be the drill. See, we the Queens gangsters, infamous monsters. You a wankster. See, it's like 20-inch wheels. We pull off lots with the newest hot shit. We so ill. Spend hundreds on our meals, thousands on our outfits. $500,000 on the houses for thrills. Fuck women in their high heels till they max out and pass out from high feel. My niggas win their pills. Why? Cause high-paid lawyers get broke with big bills. Stash boxes conceal the big deals. So if we got problems, somebody get killed. And that's how it is. There's nothing you could do about it. That man tell no tales. And if you think a nigga gon' squeal, put up his bell and twist that nigga when he touch down. For real, I don't need no shells. I got guns and them shits pill. Y'all best chill. Yeah. Now you a thug or what? We cut you up. Nigga, we'll fuck you up. We'll be the monsters. You a wankster, yo, what's the deal? Then you a thug or what? We cut you up, nigga, we'll fuck you up. We'll be the drill. See, we the Queen gangsters, infamous monsters. You a wankster.
I'm grown for blasting. You cartoon goons with no room for ration. Flipping as soon as fashion. Moving the rollers flashing. So to your
Just a little bit, like I gave you the second verse of Queens, Prodigy's verse off that last Basics. Again, so we got Prodigy representing Queens, the best Queens/Prodigy verse off the Tunnel and the Peacemaker. Let's talk about it. Let's get that voting booth up in the chat room and let me know what you think at home. If you're watching live on YouTube, drop it in the comment section. Don't forget that notification bell. I think a lot of y'all didn't hit that notification bell. I'm dropping content on a regular basis. You want to know when it's dropping. Everybody here, let me know what you're thinking. Who wants to step up first? Who do you got? Basics versus QBG.
Basics.
Triple C, speak on it, God. What is it?
Is that Alchemist and Prodigy combo? It's deadly.
There wasn't enough of that Cool G Rap Queens representation on the other track to make it a hit for you?
I think Prodigy was offbeat. Or not QBG.
Whoa, offbeat.
Interesting.
It is, yes.
Interesting.
Calling him
I
out.
wasn't feeling that'd be too tough on QBG. That.
Fair enough.
Interesting. Very interesting.
In Devil's Advocate reply, I would just say he was never known to be, sort of an R&B kind of guy. I barely rhymed half the time. If you really listen, he just kind of spoke his mind. But again, it's okay because you still put another Prodigy track, which happens to be Basics. So does anybody else feel the same as Triple C? Or does anybody want to play some?
Like slipping the Mandarin in.
How? I'm literally laying out the song title.
You got on a Funk Flex wife beater under that comment shirt.
The most neutral artist that we know will not show up on either project is being worn on my shirt this evening.
I said you got the Funk Flex wife beater underneath.
We don't all wear wife beaters, sir. We don't all do that. Okay?
You said
we don't all do that.
Is that worse than the G Unit one?
It is worse than the G Unit one because it says flex on it. Doesn't even say Funk Flex, it says flex on it.
It doesn't say across the chest or on the back. Where's that? Does it say it in the back little patch at the beginning or is it across the front?
It got the different.
Across the front, son. It's across the front. It says flex.
It got the different colors on the bra strap.
See?
Man, that bra strap.
I mean, it is what it is. What we call the bro strap on different colors on the bro strap. Listen, shout out to Dreddy in the building, Malcontent in the building. Again, we're talking mixtape albums. We're talking the debut project of.
So I'm gonna go with Basics. I'm gonna take a page from Triple C's book. I'm gonna say I like the beat on Basics better than the other joint, and I just think I mean, as Trip said, Alchemist and Prodigy you can't miss.
There you go. Again, 2 votes in. Queen's representation all over both tracks.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Basics on this one. I think that Basics is one of Prodigy's dopest verses. If you follow Prodigy, I'm not saying the, but one of his significant. Yes, definitely slept on. And like, it's a slight edge over the QBG, and that's one of the probably toughest beats on that Funk Master Flex project, because this is around that time of the changing a little bit of the sound of hip hop. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So like, just even listening to the album again, I was like, wow, holy shit. You know what I mean? So that Prodigy record specifically stands out a lot on that album. So
just to reference what Ike is talking about, we're talking about a 1999 year release for the Tunnel album. That's a December 7th. It was a heavy fourth quarter for Def Jam at the time. And then you got the Peacemaker coming out basically the year 2000, April of 2000. So that's pretty interesting. Again, both projects were meant to eventually happen. They're not the first to do it. DJ Clue also dropped projects that eventually turned into albums. So this is kind of interesting. Like I said, but it's our first time here, EBR dissecting DJ projects. Let's keep talking about it real fast since we got 3 votes in. We kind of know the way this is going to kind of roll out. But let's talk about it. Good Rev, when it comes down to these 2 songs, Prodigy, Queens, best feature, who do you got?
I'm going the opposite way because I do like the Alchemist beat a little better, but I think Prodigy sounds better on the G Rap record.
Oh.
Interesting.
He's on beat apparently. Is he on beat too?
He's off beat on the Alchemist beat to me.
Oh
No,
Triple C?
no.
Triple C, are you sure you know what song Triple C you were referring to?
Nah.
Nah, I didn't see that thing.
There's a couple of moments where the ones is threes and the twos is fours. So, like when he just start talking and then gets back into the verse.
I mean, okay, it's a good point. I see the exact part you're talking about. But fair enough. Listen, we got one vote in. We got one more person to go through to find out what their vote is. But I mean, basically, if you're keeping track of the math, you know who won the round. But I am interested to know, DJ Hobo, which of the two Prodigy tracks were you going for if you had,
I would go for Basics because I like the beat. I like the beat better. And I would say also, I don't know if we'll get to it, but I think the Kool G Rap appearance on the Peacemaker is better than the Kool G Rap appearance on
Again, another. There's going to be a few artists like that. Hobo just pointed out another one. You got Kool G Rap making an appearance, I believe, on, I forgot the name of the track, but it's KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane. Is that the one you're referring to? That's
Class of 87. Class of 87.
Yes. That's exactly it. Class 87 featuring Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One. That's produced by Adolf the Assassin. If you know, you know. That. Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying. That's a tough track right there. It's a tough track right there.
Yes, I know.
And he sandwiched in between because Kane starts it off, I remember, and Chris definitely finishes it off. So that's a crazy track right there. Okay, I like that.
Hey, yo.
I said pause.
I know. I just wanted to throw out an hey, yo. I just felt like it was needed. You know what I mean?
It wasn't. I purposely paused.
No. I mean, like it's like throwing the ball out of bounds and the ref blows a whistle. We all know.
Why are you honking your horn when the light just turned green? I'm going. I'm going.
Because that's a New York thing. That's what y'all do.
Yeah, it's a Long Island thing. It's a Long Island thing. They do their own thing on that island.
It's a New York thing.
On that island, they do their thing. Listen, we kind of, like I said, you keep track of the math. You've been keeping score. Round number one, we decided to talk about the best Queens / Prodigy feature. Again, we're talking about DJ Tony Touch's The Peacemaker going up against Funk Flex and Big Cap's The Tunnel album. And you're talking about a song called Basics, produced by Alchemist, going up against QBG featuring Kool G Rap and produced by DJ Twins. And it looks like it wasn't completely one-sided, but the overall took the winner. Basics is the winner, giving DJ Tony Touch the win for round number one. Again, DJ Tony Touch is in the lead with a score of 1-0 at the moment. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep talking about more music as we talk about these two legendary albums. Let's do it. Let's keep pushing. Again, we're talking nothing but dope projects. A lot of music. Again, if you're familiar with mixtapes, you know what's going on. Same concept with their albums. Nothing but a bunch of dope appearances from some of your favorites. We've just covered, again, an example where one person is featured on both projects. But there's so many other variations of the mixtape that were going on in the 90s and 2000s that a lot of mixtapes eventually started to play different types of music. Don't forget about R&B. R&B always had its place in the hip-hop world and stratosphere. So it's only right we talk about the appearance of two specific R&B tracks on each particular project. Let's talk about Tony Touch's contribution. With two members of Total with that song, I Wonder Why. He's the greatest DJ.
Out in Brooklyn, where it's always Brooklyn, I was cruising with my favorite gang. We stepped inside this nice bar, cause we heard that it was type high. We was grooving, doing our thing. Just standing at the fire, and the place was not wild. And this one guy took control of the crowd.
What he did, girl?
That fella about the party, like you ain't hurt nobody. It was one man, and they turned it out. I wonder why. He's the greatest DJ. I wonder why. Such a love. Ooh, I wonder why. He's the greatest DJ. I wonder why.
Yeah, go. Produced by Tony Touch himself. It's only right he starts getting his production on. Again, the guy that featured.
Fire.
Yes, Hot Fire. Guy produces, DJs, raps all over his debut project. It makes total sense. Yeah. What's up, Rev? So let's.
I was wondering if you were going to mention the MC part because he does rap better than a lot of DJs.
No, I did mention, like I said, he raps all over his projects, and we were definitely going to talk about Tony Touch's MC abilities. Let's keep to the script for right now, though. I got you, though, Rev. Let's talk about the R&B contribution again on both projects. Let's talk about The Tunnel with a special appearance again by the queen herself, Mary J. Blige, with a little song called Confrontation.
Funk Flex, Big Cat, Mary Jane, Def Jam, let's go.
Confrontation, confrontation, confrontation. So pick it up and feel my soul. Confrontation, confrontation, yeah. Confrontation. You wanna know? Confrontation. I'm telling you all. Confrontation. All you nosy people. Confrontation.
Mixtape style. Don't forget, I'm talking to Dreddy in the chat room. He was like, who else used that? Ill and Out Scratch? I said, you're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, it's Ill and Out Scratch's instrumental. Remember, it's a mixtape album. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to rock off an instrumental. Mary ain't no different. She was the first hip-hop queen of R&B. So she did exactly what she did. Got in the booth, rocked over an instrumental. So again, we're talking 2 R&B contributions to both these mixtapes / albums. For those just joining us, again, The Peacemaker by Tony Touch going up against the Tunnel album, Funk Flex and Big Cat. Again, I Wonder Why, featuring Total, going up against Confrontation, Mary J. Blige. Shout out to JoJo Brim on the beat. Who is stepping up first? Let's get that voting booth going in the chat room. By the way, Hobo, I got to get better at this. I apologize. I think I saw it was a tie for round number 1.
It was
That's
a tie.
Crazy. That's insane. So you already see how it's going. There's ties in the chat room, but there was a winner over here in this room. On round number 2, who wants to step up first? I Wonder Why versus Confrontation. Who do you got?
It's a crazy round, bro.
Yeah.
This is an interesting round. I think for the simple fact, one's an original record. The other one gets a lot of love because of the sample, because it was a dope record by Ill and Out Scratch. You know what I mean? But they're both well-sung songs.
They both sample.
No, they both samples.
Yeah, both of them. The drum.
I Wonder Why.
It's a sample, but the track that Tony Touch used, that didn't have those. It didn't have those drums on the original. There
was some production. You're right.
That's a production.
Yeah. There's production too. I think it was Sing Sing. I think is the name of the record that Tony Touch sampled. You know what I mean? I'm saying it. I'm saying in an aspect of if we're talking mixtape, right? Like Jules said in the beginning of the round, it's not uncommon to hear a rapper rhyme over an already beat that's out. I mean, 50 Cent, G Unit, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I think I was all set and done to vote for Tony, but I don't know if I want to vote for that Mary. But I think it might just be because I heard it all the time up here on the radio.
Which one, the Mary?
Other thing. Yeah. I felt like
it was a flex. Flex had the radio, you know.
So I think with the slight edge, I'm gonna go with Wonder Why, and I think I'll break it down to probably being in the club one time when Tony Touch was actually on the DJ on the turntables and he spun that, and I had the L in my hand in the middle of the dance floor and I was having fun. So I think I'm gonna go with
Nostalgia.
yeah, nostalgia. Yeah.
Well, speaking of nostalgia, Total's a total nostalgia group, but they were a very dope trio. Obviously, early '90s contribution from the Bad Boy Camp. Definitely have a lot of legendary catalog under their wing as well. So it was kind of dope that he got them as their only R&B contribution in this project. So again, we got one vote in. Anybody feeling a little different about Confrontation?
Yeah, I'm going with the Queen.
You going with the Queen? Hey, let's not forget she is our modern day Aretha Franklin to be. Is that making any kind of sense?
Interesting that you should say that.
Why is that not?
I was about to say more like Diana Ross. Aretha.
Okay, maybe I could see that.
I don't know if I would give Mary Aretha respectfully.
Who else is? I mean, come on, Mary. She can sing, bro.
Yeah, so can Diana Ross.
Yes, but I mean, Mary. I mean,
Yeah, but
Mary didn't run off on Mary.
Aretha's a different. Aretha, respectfully, no disrespect to Mary J. Blige, but Aretha Franklin is some other shit, man.
It's a different type of singer. Yeah,
I mean, that's a different type of singer, different vocal range. I don't know if you can make that comparison, bro.
I don't know. Okay, it's interesting. In the chat is where does Mary fall in today's category? Because there's always a comparison. I don't mean to compare, but there's always a comparison in that category of who she might be today. But let's talk about it. So you're saying you're placing a vote for Confrontation Trip, and what's that based on? Just because she's the queen? Is that it?
Yeah, well, with that beat, she's that's Mary. That's what we know Mary for.
Does anybody know who produced the Ill and Out Scratch record that she's singing on? Because that beat is fire. That's the Where's My Homies, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Where's my homies? Up to no good.
Yeah, that's what it was. I said, "Come around my way," right? Oh no, that's
no. I think it's called "Come Around My Way." Where my homies?
Where my homies come around my way and prevent this.
Oh yeah.
There you go. And it says both lines in the record, which is crazy. Fair enough. So we got 2 votes in, 1 for each side of the room at this moment. So it's up for grabs. Cool Breeze, what are you thinking at the moment when I talk to you about I Wonder Why versus Confrontation?
I don't know, man. I thought I was going one way, but now I'm at a standstill. I'll say I'll go with Confrontation on this one. Because I think it was a bigger song at the time, or maybe just because Flex is playing it all the time.
He definitely was. He played a lot of records off this album that weren't necessarily labeled singles, but again, he's on the radio he was on like at least 6 days a week, so like you got to fill up the slots, right? You have an album coming out, why not drop a bunch of songs every night? But he definitely did play this one a lot. Again, I Wonder Why was a literal single for Tony Touch at the same time. There was an actual video for that record as well. Whereas for Confrontation, there wasn't. Again, it's sort of mixtape style. So let's keep that in mind. We got 2 votes.
That Wonder Why, it reminds me of skate key music.
Yeah.
I think that's even the video, if I'm not mistaken. They're in a roller skating ring. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
Can anybody in the chat confirm that? But I Wonder Why has, I think, a roller skating kind of theme, like Triple C was just saying. I could be wrong.
Y'all don't roller skate?
Say again?
Y'all don't roller skate?
No, well, I mean, 94. I haven't roller skated in years. Is there even any roller skating left? Roller skating rinks left?
There's a
That's
few.
a very good question. Yeah, there might be very few.
Maybe
Down south is probably
I can see that.
They have some down here for sure.
Yeah, I need to check that. That's probably a vibe as an adult. I mean, as a kid, I didn't appreciate it like that. It was just, your fun to do with your friends on the weekends. But like as an adult with like the right music and this shit could probably be fun.
Oh, hell yeah. That should be a great ass time.
I know nothing about that life, but again,
man.
Dreddy said the producers of the Ill and Out Scratch track was the LG Experience and Lowrider.
The LG Experience. If I'm not mistaken, the LG Experience also did the remix for One Love on the single, on the 12-inch. They did like a One Love LG Experience version. One love, one love, one love. It's got some crazy like singing hook.
The Nas joint?
So on the 12-inch for One Love, that back then, labels would throw in remixes and shit like that. I'm almost positive, because you said that name, I'm almost positive on the One Love 12-inch, there's a remix by a guy named LG, and it's like the LG Experience or shit like that.
For Nas?
I promise you, if anybody in the chat wants to look up on Discogs, One Love.
Hold on.
The B side is something LG, and the remix is it's all right. It's not that good. But either way, while Hobo looks for that and shows you guys what I'm talking about, let's talk about 2 votes are currently in for Confrontation. 1 for I Wonder Why. Does anybody want to place their vote down right now?
I mean, I'll go for Confrontation, you know.
Oh, you too. Good rap. What's that about?
I mean, it's kind of difficult. I mean, well, number one, I kind of like the beat a little better, and the singing's better too. So that's.
I mean, it's Mary. Yeah, I feel you. It's Mary.
You are correct, Jules.
Is it the LG Experience though? I don't remember the Experience part.
It is the LG main mix. Remix of the LG Experience.
Yep.
So what's crazy to me is I always wondered who the fuck are these guys or a guy? Because I don't even know if that's a group or a person. And I was like, how did they get one? Because One Love is like my favorite song in Illmatic. So I sweated that single, everything. I got doubles. I might even have triples. Like, who is this guy or that guy? And then, no offense, the remix was not that great. And I just felt like it took up space. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why'd you waste? Like, you could have went the P Rock route. You could have went like a Primo route. It was already down that pipeline. We already had The World Is Yours remix with Q-Tip. It's like, it's not unheard of to maybe get the Q-Tip song remixed, which they did with this guy, though. I was like, so no offense, he definitely made up for it where my homies at, though, because that song is fire. It's a classic. Yes, Ho, it's a classic. It goes down as a 90s gem, definitely in the golden era. But again, we're talking R&B at the moment. I wonder why, going up against Confrontation. We got 3 votes in for Confrontation. Cool Breeze, Triple C, and The Good Rev have basically made the math here. Ike Infamous put his vote down for I Wonder Why. But Hobo, when it comes down to the romantic sounds of R&B on both these projects, who do you got?
I am going with Tony Touch, and I Wonder Why. I love that original song by Sing Sing. And so for him to remix it with the more upbeat drums, more boom bapish drums, if you will. Now I will admit the young ladies from Total are not as good of on the vocal chops as Mary. But I think for a mixtape song, if we're labeling this a mixtape, and for the overall feel of the mixtape and where it was going and the vibe, I think that this fit better than the Mary song, which is kind of in there, kind of slowed things down a little bit, and I think it maybe threw the mixtape off a little bit. So I'm going with Tony Touch.
There you go, with a little shade on top, just a little sprinkle on top. I like it. It's all right. DJ Hobo putting his vote down, even though it doesn't matter. I was being total gentlemanly, like, because it does not matter what math you were bringing to the table, because the math was done a long time ago. When we're talking round number 2, the R&B contributions of both these mixtape projects that were considered albums as well. DJ Tony Touch, the Peacemaker, going up against Funk Flex and Big Cat, the Tunnel album. We decided to put I Wonder Why featuring Total up against Confrontation featuring the Queen, Mary J. Blige. And while it wasn't one-sided, one vote made the difference, putting Confrontation as the winner of round number 2, putting Funk Flex and Big Cat on the scoreboard, keeping it officially a tie at the moment. It's tied up. The game is officially tied up. You never know how it's going to go down. But we do know one thing. Every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the last 2 years, you were guaranteed to catch us right here streaming nothing but the hot topics of hip-hop battle conversations. Again, who do you got? Brought to you by Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Check us out. Like, subscribe, comment on YouTube. And as far as your audio podcast needs are concerned, Executive Producer Triple C has made sure he's got you covered. Audio-wise, you will find us everywhere that you need to find us. So round number 3, let's keep pushing. A lot of music. Again, a lot of music. Can we talk real quick about some of the music? Can we talk about it? Let me do my thing. I know there's a lot of conversation in the background. Sometimes when I'm releasing some of the names and they want to chime in, but I have a segue. Let me do my thing. I promise you to be worth it. Let's talk about, again, some of the features. Let's just start out with the Peacemaker, since we're going in order here. On a features level, we are talking Flipmode Squad. We are talking Cypress Hill. We are talking the Liquid Crew. We're talking Detroit representative Royce da 5'9". We got Diaz Brothers. We got boot camp representatives. Again, we had Bad Boy representatives with Total. We had Prodigy with a solo joint. We got the Beatnuts. We got De La digging in the crates, Pun, Eminem, even reggaeton if you're into it. It was insane. As far as the production goes, you got Beatnuts on there again, Muggs, True Master, DJ Scratch, Tony Touch handling a lot, Maceo, De La Soul, Showbiz, the DITC, Adolf, again, called Agallah if you don't know, Alchemist. That's kind of crazy for an album right there, especially a debut project. And that's, again, off the Peacemaker. And then we're talking about The Tunnel. You're talking about Flex producing a lot of songs. You're talking about Cypher Sounds making an appearance, again, with producing. But we're also talking about a lot of instrumentals from other people, so I could see maybe their involvement there. But you got original production from The Rockwilder. You got DJ Twins. You got your man, Easy LP, if you don't know, who I think somebody recently referred to him as a member of Digging in the Crates. I didn't know that. Can someone confirm that? But if it is, very dope. Easy LP, either if he is or he isn't a member of DITC. Fire producer on his own, if anything. Manny Fresh, DJ Scratch, DJ Scissorhands. If you know about Scissorhands, them party drops. You got Little Rob from the Murder Inc. camp, not the Keep Your Elbows Up, Little Rob. Then you got Digger as well. I mean, it's an all-star cast, again, of production. And as far as features, I mean, again, we talk about some of the same artists as like Tony Touch, such as Prodigy and things like that. But you got Snoop. You got the classic, live featuring record of Big and Tupac together, live, the Where Brooklyn at record. You got the Rough Riders. You got, Little Kim. You got Def Squad. You got Rockefeller. You got Cash Money. You got CNN. The list goes on. It's kind of crazy. So pretty cool layout for albums and mixtapes at the time. Again, the mixtapes were even more various than this. If you know, you know. Leave a comment if you're watching on YouTube, and leave a comment in the chat room as well. Name your favorite mixtape back in the late 90s. I'd love to know which one is your favorite. A lot of people are in this room. We're talking about 50 MCs. That's Doo-Wop's album. Doo-Wop's mixtape that came out in 1995.
No, Tony Touch did 50 MCs.
No, 50 MCs, my bad. Which was the Doo-Wop one? 95 Live?
Live, yeah, 95 Live 1 and 2.
Again, two classic projects right there. So again, a lot of artists mentioned on both these projects right now, but let's talk about two of the biggest records off of both projects. Both these records are considered singles off these projects. Both these records are done by legendary, classic artists that go down in history as some of the best to ever do it. We are talking about the Peacemaker and the Tunnel album's contribution to round number 3. Best song off of each project. Let's talk about the Peacemaker featuring Gang Starr with cuts by none other than DJ Premier.
The tables turned, really back one time. Okay, Tony Touch. It's so tremendous. Tony Touch. Yo, I be the mic smoker, Puff Dro with Tony Toker. He be the beat breaker, the master peacemaker. Making masterpieces, timeless works of art. Some of y'all might be afraid of what lurks in the dark. So by the wave of his hand and by the flick of his wrist, Tone brings things to light at the flick of a switch. Well respected, well connected, from Bushwick to Vegas. B-boy fanatic, dramatic on the crossfaders. All my people that love that real shit, they got love for Tone cause he make them feel shit. Other DJs like he steal shit, but when we see him, they be frontin' like it's love, knowing damn well they wanna be him. Tiny on Indian style, that's what we giving them style. It be the Peacemaker, I'm the jewel of the wild. Gang to the star, old jug lock steady. Word to rock steady, better get your blocks ready. Tony Touch, the incredible DJ. The tables turned, really back one time. Okay, Tony Touch. It's so tremendous. Tony Touch. On the pro, creeping on the low, TON to the Y. Fuck with us and watch your fam die. Damn high, know you want another CD of that hardcore rap shit.
Ooh, my bad. I'm playing two different platforms right here. Apparently, Tony Touch the Peacemaker not available on Spotify, which is, my default platform for going to things. Luckily, I had it in the iTunes stash. But again,
I think
was that Rev?
I think it's on Tidal because Tidal is like the only Only
Apparently,
Spotify.
it's on Apple Music as well. But again, I happen to have it in my library, so I'm just jumping off of there. But again, a real dope project. If you can't find it on Spotify, make your way to find it, a way to listen to it. Because again, you're hearing cuts like that. Again, that was the legendary Gang Starr, rest in peace, Guru, as you know. I used to sweat that joint. I couldn't believe that as a DJ, you have someone like DJ Premier making cuts about you. That was crazy. And it's fire. I don't feel like that was no near like a throwaway at all. You know what I'm saying? But again, we're talking the best songs off of each project. Legendary, classic artists. Like I said, Gang Starr off that Peacemaker. But again, it goes up against something just as sharp off the tunnel. Let's talk about the classic, legendary, and the almost human. Let's talk about it. LL Cool J, produced by DJ Scratch, the Ill Bomb.
Shit up a little bit, my vocals. I hypnotize your eyes and then you recognize that the sparkle of my chrome shoes paralyzed. Getting money like this, people want my vibe. Full of jealousy and pride, hate the way I ride. Sometimes you speak, sometimes you don't. Thinking this nigga souped up, cause he cooped up. Guaranteed to rip shit soon as it's looped up. Young nigga slept, swore your girl's panties wasn't wet. I'm a star, double addicted, double law. Never struggle hard to lead a bubble scar. Not the car, it's the man. Daddy cool, put it down. No comparing me to y'all. Niggas are circus clowns. L ain't worth paper. Ask Russell Simmons who put him up in that skyscraper. Ask my dog Zeppa Boo Boo who made a major. LL nigga, now who's next to need a favor? Drop a bomb on him. We made calm on him. Pierce the nipples, throw the LL charms on him. Keep gangsta shit pumping through my system with my strobe like flash. You can't miss him. Listen. 59th Street Bridge, up the roadway, doing about $1. Pumping mob in the Cadillac truck, don't give a fuck. Chrome tint, gold digging bras getting bent. We can fuck, but you ain't getting 10 cents. Later.
Yo.
Sounded like a wild night.
A fun night.
Once he said, "It's
Doing
the
a buck on the bridge?
LL charms on him," I said, "Aye." L don't play, kid. Like I said, L's always known for a good ladies record from time to time. Again, the good single, but there's always that one time off of each project. Like he'll get again that street joint.
Yeah, he had to show you.
This is respectfully one of those I had to show you, as Triple C just said, kind of joints. So let's talk about it. I'd hate to be voting in the chat room right now, but if we have to vote, you know what's going on. Let's talk about it. Best song of each project. Respectfully, we are speaking about The Peacemaker, featuring the legendary Gang Starr going up against Ill Bomb, produced by DJ Scratch, featuring your man LL Cool J. Who do you got? Leave it in the chat room. In this room right here, who wants to set it off? Who do you got?
Yo, I wish you didn't pin those two together against each other.
That's how it had to go, baby. Premier versus Scratch.
Well, I'm going for Ill Bomb.
Aye, Triple C.
I do
that
like
about?
that.
I mean, you should have known
Touch
that.
joint. The Tony Touch joint is a classic Gang Starr sound.
It is.
But that Ill Bomb is just like I said. I went with that in a different battle, and that was my pick in a different battle. And then I think LL was tough. He was tough on this one.
It's a fact. This record has come up a few times on this channel as far as a conversation. So what is it about? Ill Bomb by LL Cool J. Leave it in the chat. Leave it in the comments section if you're watching at home. Anybody else feeling the same as Triple C? Does somebody want to go off the bat and defend Gang Starr off the very beginning?
I will. I'll jump out there. Of the 5 songs worth mentioning off of the Flex project, this is one of them, and it's probably the best one. Save the Raekwon record. But I'm gonna go with LL on this one. This is a dope song. Dope track.
Queen's artist. Look at this.
I just have to before you shut the round up. I mean, I think this record is the Tunnel album. If it's stated correctly, this record right here is the Tunnel album. And this was the one that Flex played all the time, deservingly. You know what I mean? Like, this is just a phenomenal record. Shout out to DJ Scratch. He's a phenomenal producer, EPMD. LI always makes it into the building, you know what I mean?
He's from Brooklyn.
This is the facts. If we're gonna talk about places he was employed, Ike, I mean, I don't know.
I'm just saying.
He was formerly employed by a group out of Long Island.
LI always makes its way in the building. My point period.
You can say on the resume. It makes its way on the resume.
But nah, man, that Ill Bomb record is a phenomenal record. That was that for LL's album, or was this specifically done for the mixtape?
Just for that, yo.
This was that. It ended up getting on the GOAT project as a layup, if you will. But it was definitely featured first off this, and as a single, as you mentioned, off the Tunnel project for sure.
It's a phenomenal hip hop record. Period. I think the sample, the drums, the way everything was laid down, throw the LL charms on them, everything about that record is phenomenal.
It was again another bonus for anybody on that project, but Flex was dropping this record particularly extra bombs on it, rewinding extra hard on it, and then just again daily placement of it. Again, this is a time when, like I said, LL sometimes hit or miss. Definitely hit with this one. Just so happened to be again on a Flex project again. So we're talking the Tunnel versus the Peacemaker. We've got 3 votes in. If you're keeping track of the math, we really don't need to keep going. But I'm curious to know, Cool Breeze, Gangstar versus LL. Who do you got?
I had L on this one.
You too.
Yeah. Song is tough.
It is. It's a tough one. It is. I ain't gonna lie. Good Rev. I need to know, which way would you have voted? Are you voting?
I definitely go with the Ill Bomb. Number one, like I said, I vote on the songs that I listen to more. I've definitely listened to Ill Bomb more than that other, at least recently, because I was trying to show my little cousins getting in the beats, and I was showing, that was one of the songs I showed them, because I'm like, Liquid Swords, Who Shot Ya, and Ill Bomb are all the same break. And
this is what you do. Teach the youth.
And it just goes. When that joint came on, when it was like when it first came out, and that joint came on, that might be You Get Robbed in a Tunnel record.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it does that vibe. I don't want to sit here and say that I partied in the Tunnel. I'm not going to sit here and say that, but I definitely would expect that this is one of those times like, oh shit, yo, where you at?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give my 2 cents on it. So I wish Scan was here, because we went to the Tunnel a few times in our day. This wasn't a stick you up record. This was definitely It's Time to Floss record. Because again, the Tunnel would make you tuck in all your jewelry. Cats would start taking out their jewelry at this point. This was that record that had everybody kind of be like now it's time to, unzip the Averex a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of just stun a little bit, raise your sleeves a little bit, whatever bling you had on at that time. And bling was chunky and jewelry like the clothing at that time. So you just imagine, like I said, the amount of stunting that was going on with big dookie chains. Yo.
So the song that would set it off, what do you think? I would say DMX, Get At Me, Dog.
At that time, of that year? Absolutely. Yeah. Actually, it was the same year, 99. So yes, this year of 99, 2000, but definitely 99, yes, X. So this year of 1999 for Def Jam at the time, I was an intern and just started working in the mailroom at Universal. This is the 4th quarter, as you all know, 4th quarter, big releases. This is the year that they dropped DMX second album. And he dropped his debut album that same year, by the way. So he dropped 2 albums in the
early that year. Yep.
He's dropping his second album in the 4th quarter.
With no video.
Jay-Z Volume 3. No, Volume 3. No, Volume 2. Is it Volume 2 or Volume 3? Don't quote me. Jay-Z album. It's 2. Volume 2. You got the Funk Flex project, and there was one we might have. I think we dropped Cisco at the time too. So like these are all big fourth quarter projects. The Tonal project had legs, bro. It had so much legs on it. The shit ran. It did what it had to do, and it made a lot of noise. And again, Flex definitely pushed the shit out that record. Tony Touch, like I said, a year later, dropped the Peacemaker. Both projects fire. But when we talk about the biggest record off of each project, it came down to the Peacemaker, which is titled after the album, featuring Gang Starr, produced by DJ Premier, with live cuts by Premier, aka, going up against the Ill Bomb, produced by DJ Scratch, with scratches by DJ Scratch, as it makes sense, featuring LL Cool J. You know it had to go down. Not one single vote went for Gang Starr. Unfortunately, the entire round was one-sided. Ill Bomb gets the vote. LL Cool J helps Funk Flex Big Cat get on the scoreboard one more game. The score is officially 2-1. The game goes on.
Play that Ill Bomb in the whip. Just something crazy.
Yeah.
Won something.
What were the results in the chat room when it came down to the Peacemaker and Ill Bomb?
Ill Bomb finally won something. I just want to say that. I think it's lost every time somebody has put it up against.
Has it not won? That's crazy.
I don't think so.
No.
I think it. I know it lost when Triple C put it up in the battle. For that. It definitely did. 67% for Ill Bomb.
Damn, even in the chat room. Let me know what you think at home on in the comment section of YouTube, which you're supposed to be like, subscribing, and commenting to, hitting notification bells to, sharing these clips that we be dropping for you guys, for all your hip hop friends. Like I said, let's start that community chat in the comment section. Yo, I'm surprised not one vote for Gang Starr. I feel away. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, Trip C said something in the beginning. He said that's the classic Gang Starr sound, and I never realized it. I never realized it. I'm like, yeah, that's it. That was the classic Gang Starr sound, like the way the record, the way the sample, how he flowed on it, the scratches. It absolutely was. But Ill Bomb is a different type of record, man. It's just it's an all-purpose anywhere record. You know what I mean? Day party, night party, concert, arena, basketball game. It doesn't matter. It's that big of a record. You know what I mean?
Nah, you're right. Shout out DJ Maitar in the building. He said, what you mean about this, Maitar, though? You said you gave Peacemaker the token vote. Now, so I see you giving it the vote, but what you mean by the token? What that mean? Like, what you mean by that? You know what I mean? What's Dreddy saying? He said, this will take you back to some classics. Just bought the Ill Bomb on 12-inch. There'll be a 45. A word? A 45. So let me ask you a question. With the represses on 45s, what will be the I guess the pro of getting, like, you know, the Ill Bomb on 45? Is it just to have a 45 collection started, or you think they're dropping like extra sound? Are they remixing it? Are they remastering these things?
I mean, it sounds like to me that Dreddy's talking about he about to do a 45, press a 45.
Himself?
And yes, yeah, that's what I mean. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dreddy, or if you don't want, if that's dry snitching, my bad.
Yeah,
but, a lot of people press their own 45s, man, and do the edits and do like a remix or something.
Got it. I mean, I've seen a lot of people play these remixes that you're talking about, these because I'm like, where are they getting them from? I know a lot of people do them. You're absolutely right, and they're fire. Shout out to the people that creating these dope little variations of singles. Again, just even if it's a different 8-bar intro, just to make it interesting, you know, on the mix. Very, very dope. Let's talk about it, man. Tony Touch against Funk Flex and Big Cat. We are round number 3, at least the end of it, and we decided that Ill Bomb takes the win as far as the best song of each project, up against the Peacemaker featuring Gang Starr. Let's talk about round number 4. Let's keep it pushing. Again, there's a lot of people on both projects. A lot. So I thought at some point we have to talk about what most mixtape usually bring to the table, at least even at this point in time in the 90s, or late 90s, I should say, early 2000s, the classic posse cut. That's right. Let's talk about it. Both of these projects feature a bunch of artists that don't usually appear with each other on other tracks as a posse cut. And then you got sometimes the the privilege of seeing crews get together that actually, you know, work with each other and give up a brand new song to both these kind of projects. There's a lot of variations. I had to take my choice, and I also looked at, again, analytics as far as which were the most played. Let's talk about what I would call, I don't know, let's call it the little different. Again, they got to come with different kind of vibes for each project, right? You got to have your thug stuff, your girl stuff, your R&B stuff, your dance stuff. I call this kind of like the quirky turn up sound, if you will, as far as production is concerned. Now you guys are gonna rip me for that, but I'm also a little twisted trying to come up with something off the top of my head. Let's talk about the Peacemaker, return of the Diaz brothers, Doo-Wop, and Tony Touch with an intro from Pain in the Ass.
Okay, Tony, listen to me. See those two guys over there? Those are the Diaz brothers. They got the biggest distribution of mixtapes from New York all the way to Tucson, Arizona. You know anything? Don't fuck with them, Tony. They will stick you underneath the fucking ground. Hey, fuck the Diaz brothers, huh? I bury those motherfuckers. Who the fuck is the Diaz brothers? You come and stuff to me, hey, fuck you.
If you wanna know a little story about the two, well, let me tell you where the Diaz brothers been, and we doing this just for you. Why? And we doing this just for you. Why? And we doing it. Yeah, we doing it. Well, it's the Raptito Puente, mírame de frente. Represent my people, you know mi gente. Every day, all day, para siempre. Diaz brothers stay caliente, hot to death. With me and Wop rock the set. BK to BX, straight locking it. All y'all other DJs be popping shit. But when we come around the way, I do the opposite. What's the deal with all that hypocrisy? On the real, y'all need to stop jocking weed. Like KRS-One, here's my philosophy. Setting it off with my monopoly. If it ain't over, it's about to be. And the damn sure ain't nothing stopping me. Sangano, loca, cántalo, criminal, tremendo escándalo. What?
Okay, Tony, you're going too far now. These motherfuckers will kill you. They'll cut off your fucking testicles and shove it up your fucking ass. Fuck that! Come on! You wanna war? You fucking with Penn? You fucking with the best, motherfucker! I'll stick your fucking head up your fucking ass! Then I'll molest your fucking ass!
On some prodigy shit, chain dropped in my dick, no choke eye. Exotic shit swinging like Sosa. Had to go by with toe doka, opposite of sober. Lots of Henny Low and Coca-Cola. Blend tape hold, Glock tray, 8 blowers. Heavyweight holder, got every state soda. Niggas broke, nah, pockets out, roca. Budget like Trinidad and De La Hoya. September 18th, mixtape kings walk up in the ring. Gray minks, turntables hanging on links. Polly with chains that made attraction. Wally's dot pink, shirt matching. Thug fashion, thug passion. Compliments of Don King, it's a Don thing. Fuck a drink, still scheming on that charm king. Chill, son, put away the toast. Make a toast to the hated most. Puerto Rican Ray and Ghost.
Wapito never leaving the hoes alone, and all the hoes never leaving us alone. And Wapito never leaving the chrome at home, in case we gotta put foam up in your dome. They just fucking shit. You know why the fucking people love me? Cause I'm fucking real. I tell you what the fuck's on my mind, okay?
Okay, it's the return.
It's the return of the Jedi. Haha. Listen, I definitely have to make it clear. You know what I be doing when I go black camera style. I definitely thought I was gonna introduce another battle when I gave that intro. It was definitely another round lined up. But then when I looked at my notes, I said, oh, that's actually the next round.
Hey,
so
yo.
Be clear, this round was in the order it's supposed to go down in. That posse cut is coming round number 5, okay?
Oh, here we go.
Listen, a real man in his mistakes. Relax.
Shout out to you, Jules.
Breeze.
All I'm saying is that intro, Max, if we can find a way to edit that and bring it later on and move it, that's all I'm saying. But I happen to be going the exact order that I wanted to. I just happened to think that I was in a different order when I was talking. Now looking at my own notes first. But be clear.
Breeze, as an HR representative, I would like it noted in his file that around round 3 or 4, this shit happens all the time. When is it gonna stop?
In my defense, which I don't need to give live on the air, we can have a total office HR meeting off air. But I will say this: I have no problem defending myself. It's true. Around 3 or 4, sometimes the evening gets to me. If you know, you know. And I'm proud to say that I stand up to my mistakes, right? And I said, listen, round number 4 is about the best duo combo. That's what round number 4 is about. You got the Diaz brothers Best duo, Return of the Diaz Brothers. Again, if you don't know, DJ Doo-Wop from the Bronx. So you got the Bronx in the building one more again with Tony Touch forming the Diaz Brothers. Going up against, it's okay. Hobo's always got a headache. Every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live here on Twitch. Catch DJ Hobo's headache live on the air.
You look like a tired parent. Tired of hearing the
It
same.
don't even matter. Did you even get the voting booth out? You didn't even get the voting. So when you're tired, what you were complaining about? We didn't even get it up yet. But let me complain.
I'm just waiting with the fuckery. Go ahead.
In Jules' defense, this is the first time he's ever taken the bus onto the opposite side of the highway.
I definitely realized I missed my stop. I missed my stop on the bus. I missed it. And I'm politely asking to get off before the next stop. That's all. I was like, just let me out right here. I know the next stop is a few more lights, but let me out right here.
Here we
That's
go.
That being said, again, best duo combo for both projects. I decided to put the Diaz Brothers off that Peacemaker to go up against Big Cap and Funk Flex's The Tunnel contribution with a little known duo that was making noise at the time as well. More as a producer and rapper duo, but he appears on the track as well. Let's talk about Eminem and Dr. Dre, produced by Rockwilder, If I Get Locked Up Tonight.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Rolling. Yeah. Dr. Dre up in here. Y'all know what this is. It's what you've been waiting for. Funk Master Flex, Big Cap, Def Jam Records giving it to you, baby. Yo, Eminem, show these motherfuckers what time it is, baby.
I used to be a lonely man, only mad, till I got $1 million. Shit, now if I only had some fucking hair, I'd pull it faster than a bullet out of Tupac's chest before the ambulance came too late to do it. I'm trying to grow it back again, it was an accident. I had my back against the fan and chopped it off in Amsterdam. I hate the straight jacket, it ain't latching, they can't lock it, so they staple my hands to my pants pockets. The cell's padded and battered like someone else had it before me and just kept throwing they fucking self at it. My head is aching, I'm dedicated to medication, but this med is taking too long to bring me this sedation. Anyway, I got down with Dre, the first man who taught me how the Glock sounded to spray. Running up and down the street, screaming fuck the police when you still had your mother's fucking nipple stuck in your teeth. Fucking baby, became a role model after Colorado. Now all they do is follow me around and holler, bravo! Hell yeah, I punch my bitch and beat my kids in public. Suck my dick, bitch. I'm sick enough to fuck a man in his face, but I won't. You should probably want to stand in his place, so put a sock in it with your fake ass Tupac image. You faggots ain't tough, you just get drunk and become talking. I'm probably the awkwardest alcoholic talking, walking like a midget with a ladder in his back pocket. So when you see me on your block stumbling, mumbling a bunch of dumb shit like my drunk uncle does, I ain't buzzed, I'm just high on life. So why on earth would I need drugs when I fly on kites, motherfucker? Slim Shady,
Dr. Dre.
I'm drunk past the test. If I get locked up tonight, then I might not come home tonight.
Keep it moving. Off and on, Eminem is on.
Hey,
off and on, Dr. Dre is on.
If I get locked up tonight, then I might not come home tonight.
Keep it moving. Off and on, Eminem is on.
Hey,
off and on, Dr. Dre is on.
The whole entire world.
Here we go. I'm getting a lot of venom in the chat room about how this is not like I don't understand what's going on. This is Eminem and Dr. Dre.
You put Tony Touch and Doo-Wop up against Eminem. Is that what you did?
What other song could go up against Eminem and Dr. Dre? What other song? They got the same vibe. They both quirky, upbeat songs.
Listen, wait, hold on a second, man. Let me jump out the first off. Let me just start saying I want to defend you a little bit, Jules. I know it always seems like, we going back and forth, but usually I was laughing because I started to feel like my bus over here started to get derailed, and then Jules was a whole lot more derailed than mine. But it's always around the third round. It's cool. It's peace. It's fine. We're human.
It's okay. Right? We're on round 4. I feel like I'm doing better for round 4.
Yeah, we're round 4. Yeah, absolutely. If this is round one, I definitely would be questioning things. But I don't understand what the big hoopla is about this M and Dr. Dre record. I get it. I hear it. It's cool. It's nice. But there's no way that I'm going to vote for that over the Diaz brothers.
Oh,
no way.
Okay.
No way.
Listen, I happen to think that both songs could go toe to toe. DJ Hobo doesn't think so. Hobo, what do you think? And Ike Famous just put his vote down. He voted for the Diaz brothers. Who are you voting for if you don't mind slipping out of your Pooh Shiesty mask?
Hobo's in his special place.
And what is your beef? What is your beef with this round, sir?
Not a fair MC comparison, but I see what you're trying to do and fucking mander this game, so I'm going with Tony Touch.
Oh my goodness, I don't know what you're. I'll take the vote. I'll take the vote. You know, I mean, I'll jot it down. Cool Breeze, help me out here. I mean, sometimes I look to you for a little bit of logic and reason. So when it comes to the, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the Rev is over here chuckling. We'll get to him in a second. But Cool Breeze, who do you got when we're talking, again, both quirky, upbeat kind of songs, both duos? Who do you got?
I gotta go with Tony Touch on this one.
Why do you have to go 20 touchdowns? Eminem ain't strong enough for you? Dr. Dre ain't strong enough for you? Rock Wale ain't strong enough for you?
I mean, I like the song was cool, but it was, I don't know, man. This whole round.
Hobo, wait. What Hobo's argument is, I'm assuming your argument was that you're saying, like, how could we compare Eminem's lyrics? Like you said, he's to Tony Touch. So you're saying, like, Eminem dominates Tony Touch and Diaz brothers with Dr. Dre, correct?
No.
Well, I'm asking Hobo at this point. That's what you said, all right, Hobo?
I'm saying if I'm talking about MCs and duos, so clearly we're not just talking beats here. Clearly Eminem is a much better MC than both of them combined.
But yet you voted for the Diaz brothers.
Because to spite you, Jules. To
spite
you.
Well, hold on a second. I voted, hold on a second. I voted for the Diaz brothers because they actually flowed and rhymed better on their beat. You know what I mean? Like, I know I know Eminem is a dope lyricist.
Puerto Rican Ray and Ghost.
Yo, but the way that they flowed on that beat with the drums to make it feel like it's back old school in the Bronx, you know what I mean? To give you that feel, and they was on point. And you know, who is it? Tony. You know, Tony's not a MC like that, and he still showed and flossed on the record. Like he sounded like the Puerto Rican dude right there on the block in front of the bodega.
Cassidy All Stars finest. You know
what I'm saying? So
he about to go custom hair.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think this is one of those times that people hear Eminem's name and just automatically say, oh, it's better because it's M. There's no way. There's nothing about that verse and how he flowed on that verse that makes me want to hear it again.
So it's safe to say, even with DJ Hobo's spiteful vote, that nobody feels like he does at this point, like where Eminem's dominance should have taken the round. At this point, 3 votes in, the math. Go ahead, Triple C, was that?
Nah, I like this. I like Slim Shady how he spit, but I wasn't really feeling that song. But the Diaz brothers remind me of the, summertime, chilling outside with the mamacitas, twirling them around.
Hey, twirling them.
Yo. Please, somebody send me that audio. Okay, please, somebody. Please, somebody.
Wait, Dreddy.
Send me that piece of audio, please.
Dreddy in the chat room. Which song are you mad about? He said which song is horrible? Are we talking about the Diaz brothers or If I Get Locked Up Tonight?
The M joint is horrible.
Oh, well, again, listen. Ike and Hobo and Cool Breeze have placed their votes. Trip would have basically placed his vote for the Diaz brothers as well. Is right what I'm getting, Trip?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Good Rev, I need to know, which of these 2 tracks would you have gone for?
I'm going with Doo-Wop and Tony because I like that Eminem record, you know what I'm saying? But that I really like the Diaz brothers. Like the fact that they're on MCs first and they were able to do that and then make it feel like they were. And you could tell they had a lot of fun just kind of playing around, putting it together. And it just reminds you, I mean, Eminem and Dr. Dre, I mean, take your pick of the litter, but this is a one of a kind combination. And they made Diaz Brothers mixtapes too.
Yeah, which is fire, bro.
I secretly always wanted more like Diaz Brothers material before that.
Absolutely.
I was like, I love this idea of both these guys who at one point weren't getting along. That's been documented. And then finally to get along. And then again, do this like, oh, y'all, again, Puerto Rican Ray Ghost is a quote from them. but still, it's fly. I guess I see it, even though I think.
Yo, you see it, and you get it. You know what I mean?
I get it 100%.
The way that they flowed on that record, it made you want to be back at a park in Brooklyn or in the Bronx with the barbecue going, somebody playing handball. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bicycles and a lot of 40 bottles and blunts and.
Even the play on the name.
And Mamacitas.
As Trip say, the Mamacitas twirling around. Twirling around. I need that audio, please. Somebody send me that audio. I want to make it a drop. I want to make it a drop on the street. So I'm like, yo, what we doing? Seeing the Mamacitas twirling them around.
I got you. You will have it.
When it came down around number 4, and we decided to take the return of the Diaz brothers to go up against the duo of Eminem and Dr. Dre for If I Get Locked Up Tonight off the Tunnel album, it didn't stand a chance. Everybody voted Return of the Diaz brothers. Apparently, Tony Touch and DJ Doo-Wop making an amazing duo. They even won the round, putting Tony Touch, the Peacemaker, up on the scoreboard. Once again, it's officially tied up. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 5 is coming your way. We officially have a tie, the score of 2-2 at the moment. I don't care what you say. It wasn't mandering. It was literally a stumble, but I got back up. And we're here to wrap up round number 5. Let's keep playing music. Again, both projects, mixtape albums featuring a lot of artists. And I think I'll go back to my original monologue for round number 5 that I debuted on round number 4. Sometimes you got crews on both projects, posse cuts. Let's talk about crew appearances off of both projects. That's right, they're talking about in the chat room. Relax, Malcontent. I see you. Dreddy, I see you. Let's talk about The Abduction by Wu-Tang Clan. And this is a good amount of the Clan. Let's be clear. I'm going to let a good amount of this rock since it's round number 5. The Abduction of the Peacemaker. Produced by your man, True Master.
Okay. The Jizza. Tony Touch classic. You know what I'm saying? We gonna bang y'all in the head one time, blaze up on y'all one time real fast.
Do the mix on that shit. Make it a record real quick. Do your thing. Hook it up. All right, make it a record. Get down with me on this.
I take y'all niggas straight beneath the surface to the core. If it ain't raw, it's worthless. Pen tab professional, holder ink. Wild river raps fall off the raft and sink. Tony let a brother touch, 20 bar rush. The way we push through equivalent, the rocket thrust. A large just, I lay it for the mixtapes. Quick the Quaker label me. The sound came out of rusted crate. Surrounded by cobwebs, beat smooth enough to slide through like bobsleds. On a cold white snow, plus with the right flow. Wu-Tang niggas, they shine and make the mic glow.
You killing no gorilla in with all that screw facing. Pacing back and forth looking savage. Stop.
Whether plugged in or plugged out, I ain't good mugged or thugged out. Blooded or blood out, some was bugged out. Might look at you and slice you. Buck with the face stupid and say, but a Nike swoop. Who the fuck you think let y'all wild niggas in allow you to put down your guns and raise your pen? Rule a zigzag zig, we don't fuck with no pig. We teach the kids, you rather have a bullet or word to your wig. Murder rates increases, bullet holes the size of 50-cent pieces. Don't worry about the weed or pussy, I read books. I'm liable to make your king with 3 books. You see the Wu devil, you raise the black fist. Maybe Tony Touch Concord needle will scratch this. The Ice Cube link you bought from the Jew for 80 G's with only a praise at 42. Gazed upon by the eyes of multitude of people who would trade gold for food. I heard boys head kill more than nuclear wars had. Was 3 sons who walk around dressed in all red. Bobby, as you said, if you ever encountered a long beach, break my son's Doc Doom and Crisis with a nice piece.
Penetrate on mixtape with the legislation. Illustrate constant elevation. Spark friction. Shawshank Golden Arm Redemption. Endorsed by the master inscription signature.
Top, mind orthodox style of attack. It's like Hannibal rolling on elephant's back. Pack a long barrel, busting off strong ammo. My light so fast I cast 20-foot shadows. First family, 5th capo, micro to macro. Loaded in your head, play it back slow. Act like you know this is no drill. Murderers rap and feel going for kill. On these New York City sidewalks we walk, camouflage, dodging the eyes of the hawk. Canal sport, toting the 5th, sliding off. My live source moving across with brute force. Blood sport, many more heads face the blade. Fakers must fade, the stakes have now raised. Words of murder,
Suspense and intrigue make major league niggas show signs of fatigue. My killer bees span wider than 7 seas. Squeeze on MCs with bullet train speed. Tony's touch create more gold than Midas. Your Highness, all in your head like your hairstylist. Frosty Mug, big.
Whew, there's still, again, like there's like 7 to 8 members on this track. I don't know any other mixtape person, DJ, right? Obviously, let alone mixtape album. I don't know anybody as a feature that got that many original Wu members on one song. And again, it's an original. It's produced by in-house production by True Master. That's straight up Wu-Tang. If you know, you know. Let's let's pushing it. Again, posse cuts going against posse cuts. That right there is the Wu with a full-blown appearance of that Peacemaker, the Tony touch. But again, there's no lack of, again, crews all over the Tunnel album. Let's talk about the contribution to wrap up tonight's game, round number 5. Best crew record, Funk Flex, Big Cap, the Tunnel album. Let's talk about We In Here, the Rough Riders. That's right, Wu-Tang versus the Rough Riders.
Yeah, you know how we do it. Funk Flex, Big Cap, Def Jam, the Tunnel, Rough Riders. Let's go, baby.
We dropping bombs, nigga, feel it.
Rough Riders, we in here. Rough Riders, we stay in here. Rough Riders, ain't going nowhere, ain't out of nowhere, ain't running nowhere.
While y'all all bragging, I'm over here chopping and bagging, and I don't want to drop coupe, so I'm chopping the wagon. Dark navy blue, 6 speed, 6 airbags. Even if the shit crash, feel like 6 Flags. Y'all niggas can't block my shells. When I'm in jail, the CO don't lock my cell. Before any rap group, we was the Locks Crooks. I slap $100 on the whole block book. Now the block shook, and when I walk by, niggas is just like you. They rather not look. I inspired y'all niggas to flow. I'ma always get money, so I admire y'all niggas that blow. Ask yourself, who the nicest out right now? Put your ice up, let's get on the mic right now. Clown, I'm the top cat, where it stops at, where lightning and thunder at, and all y'all niggas is under that.
Running with the P, you gon' get your turn. Tuck my gun while it's hot to feel my dick head burn. Might come through the spot where the shotty ain't wild. Body the block and hop one of the Cotty rocks. I ain't never drive a bike, but I ride on the back. Ride with the gat, shit, I still ride with my cracks. If you wanna go to war, we can tally it up. Escalate it, then alley it up. What?
Rough Riders, we in here. Rough Riders, we stay in here. Rough Riders, ain't going nowhere, ain't out of nowhere, ain't running nowhere.
Yo, if you like shit, you hold heat and no one know. Bust your gun, leave the body where no one go. I pack some shit for any tight situation. Only time y'all pack heat is on vacation. And that's the blow dryer next to the PlayStation. I'm big, but I use shit to kill you quick. And I'll wrestle unless a chick is bad on my dick. Flex know I bring some hot to the spot.
Which would you rather have? 10 you found or 5 you earned? Became a man at 6, cause at 5 you learned. To take nothing for granted except step. Man of the house, cause you the last nigga left. High snoring dizzy with the shit as we can blast around. But the Lord got your soul, cause your ass is mine. Every time you turn around, nigga, just know that I be right there. East, heard the west, raving through the night. Don't give a fuck about what you sling, cause you ain't slinging that shit or bringing that shit up the hill, but you still singing that shit, talking shit, like you know what it's like to walk this shit, get on some stalking shit, so you niggas that real New York shit. I just think about all the business and a handle for niggas. All the family that I got lighting candles for niggas, grieving relatives, grandmothers falling out and needing sedatives, moms hugging the casket, wishing that she made them back niggas.
Act off, put your face where your...
Ooh, we don't need Swiss Beats verse, but you get the idea. You get it. Wu-Tang versus Rough Riders. And like I said, I made sure you got the locks. You got DMX. You got some of the sharpest of the sharp going up against, again, the Wu. And again, I don't know who else to ever get that many members of the Wu on one song. But again, respectfully, we are talking The Abduction versus We In Here. Chat room, let me know what you're thinking. Ike Infamous, you set it off first since you got so many jokes. Why don't you share with the rest of the class?
Yo, first off, I just want to laugh because I picture DJ Mytar throwing his token vote like you used to throw the quarters at the old booth. You know what I mean? At the old toll booth. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just take my vote. Yeah, just you know what I mean? Nah, but Dreddy's laughing because he was like, "Is that a dog next to you, or am I high?" I'm like, "No, you're definitely high. That is my other dog, Bella." But this I don't even know how you put these two records together because that Rough Riders record has nothing in comparison, anything to do with that Wu-Tang record. And may I note that you should have just played the whole record because Ghostface was the last MC, you know what I mean, on on that record specifically itself. So I thought you did some fly shit playing the whole entire record. I was like, oh shit, EBR first, and then you stop it.
I thought honestly, I thought there was two more. I thought there was a Ray verse coming, but I guess I was wrong. But again, I couldn't keep count. Like I said, there's so many verses on that.
And hey, listen, you do a great job, sir. You do an absolutely great job. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, brother. Like I said, I got the Venmo. Say less.
Yeah, there you go. But not on this round. Straight Wu-Tang.
Oh,
Wu-Tang.
Damn. Ike Infamous. I think you're. I don't see anybody as upset as the last round, so I might.
I don't know. To see, Ike said it very politically correctly, but there's no way you should have put up this fucking song. That shit was trash.
What song? Pray tell DJ Hobo, what record off the Funk Flex project would you have put up against the Abduction by Wu-Tang?
I mean, they all would have lost, but the Rockefeller joint had a better chance.
Yeah. The Rockefeller, and they're on there twice.
The Rockefeller joint had a better chance than that fuckery.
I think so. Yeah, that
anything with Swiss Beats rhyming is a loss.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was just gonna say how sharp the Locks and DMX were, but you do bring up a good point. There's a handicap with Swiss Beats on the track. There's a good point.
That beat is not fire, man. And that was a record that I felt Funk Flex tried to force down everybody's to everybody's plate when he was, you know what I mean, when this record was out.
Because they were hot at the time. I mean,
I gotta disagree with Dreddy in the chat room. Listen, Dreddy in the chat room says Dreddy in the chat room says keep Swiss to the hooks. I respectfully even disagree with that. Keep him just to the production. Keep him off the hooks. He ruins a good record every now and then with a hook, with an appearance. It's like, wait, why? Wait, and then you find out he didn't even produce a song sometimes, like this one. And you go, wait, why are you even on the motherfucker? Like, you're not even on this. I know how you snuck yourself on when you produced the record. You didn't even produce it. So, like, why are you here? Who let him in? Like, being the nephew of the
nepotism
owners.
is why he's on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, being the nephew of the owners gets you mad privileges. I'm not saying he's not talented, but back in the day, there was a lot of hooks that did not need him on it. It's clear. I'm not a fan of Swizz. Though my Swizz Beatz appearances on track goes in tune and parallel to DJ Hobo's feelings about Pete Rock doing ad libs and verses on tracks.
Pete Rock is way better than Swizz. What are you talking about, bro?
I agree, 100%. I don't want to. I want to hear Pete Rock. Hobo doesn't. I think we are all on the same page about Swizz though. So I don't think it falls into like the reverse.
First of all,
so Swizz is never gonna come on this show.
This weekend.
Wait, what was that, Hobo?
I said I was listening to Soul Survivor this weekend, 1 and 2. So relax.
Again, listen. If you're going, I didn't say anything about hate. See how you brought the word hate? I didn't bring up hate. I just said I feel the way you feel about Swizz Beatz, the way you feel Pete Rock. There you go. I occasionally listen to Swizz Beatz as well. Like I say, he's not a bad producer. Just doesn't need to show up on the songs. Like there's no need for that. It's all good. We're good. We got this. We got it. No. We got it. No, let me do my thing. Let me try. Let me do me. Let me try one more thing, boss. One more thing. And he just has to keep putting it down. But that's Swizz Beatz. Again, let's talk about it. The Abduction versus We In Here. Ike and Hobo both set the tone. Dreddy in the chat was sort of the same way.
I thought he put a stamp on it.
Who put a stamp on it?
I thought the group.
There's no reason to ask anybody else. Like
that's kind of where I was going with it. Yeah, I was basically trying to ask. So is it safe to say, because of what Hobo and Ike was saying, and now Triple C, that everybody kind of feels the same way? The Abduction is kind of the winner of this round. Is it safe to say, Breeze, Rev, you feel the same way?
Yeah, I will say I didn't think you were gonna choose that one. When you said Cruise, I thought you were gonna pick the Helter Skelter record off the Peacemaker.
That could have been cool. It's I don't know. I just felt like it needed more than two. Again, the Wu had apparently over 6, and I was like, it could be either the Jay-Z one or the Rough Riders one. And respectfully, I felt there were sharper swords in the deck for the Rough Riders one than there was for the Rockefeller crew.
Interessante.
Duly noted.
No, Beanie is a beast. Matter of fact, Beanie to me probably has the best verse on that Rockefeller joint, personally. Jay was cool. Emil, I feel like Jay wrote Emil shit, it sounds like. Bleak is all right. I don't dislike Bleak, but like, it wasn't holding weight to the Wu-Tang joint. It just wasn't. Like, they would have been, in my eyes, again, a slaughter like this round was. Backing up real quick, wrapping up round number 5, when we're talking about best crew record, we're talking to Peacemaker going up against the Tunnel album. If you don't know who that is, DJ Tony Touch versus Funk Flex and Big Cat. And it was one-sided, ladies and gentlemen. It didn't stand a chance. We're going to find out what it was in the voting booth in a second. But as far as this round is concerned, for the books, the Abduction takes the win for round number 5. Wu-Tang on the board, helping DJ Tony Touch put another score up. What were the results in that voting booth there?
83% for the Wu, sir.
Oh, so there was a. Is that? I don't want to put a number out there, but it's safe to say there was a percentage of votes that went out in the other direction. That's interesting.
Maybe DJ. Yeah, maybe it was DJ Martar actually throwing in a real coin and it registered instead of like a wood one. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it feels that percentage. There might have been more than one token, is all I'm saying. But I digress. I'm not the math guy. But either way, when we're talking about tonight's outcome, again, we're always talking about dope projects that we want to talk about from the past. Tonight, we decided to take on the late 90s, early 2000s mixtape series, maybe the first of many to come. We'll see what happens. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Let us know what you're thinking in the chat room right now about a DJ battle mixtape album like we just did tonight. Respectfully, we took on DJ Tony Touch, the Peacemaker. This was a 2000 release, basically 24 years ago. That's crazy. To go up against Funk Flex and Big Cat. Rest in peace, Big Cat. They're the Tunnel album. Again, if you know about the Tunnel, you know. This was a 1999 release, 25 years ago. And we put them against each other to see which was the best project as far as mixtapes were concerned in that time and place. And it looks like, by one vote, tonight's winner goes to DJ Tony Touch, the Peacemaker. Eats, beats, and rhymes. Make some noise for Tony Touch real quick. Make some noise. Yeah.
Buddy.
Snap.
Shout out to Tony, man. He's he's opening up for Janet Jackson at Radio City, right?
I didn't know that. I also know Tony Touch has his own show at Radio City, by the way, his own concert. And apparently, the theme is music that he played throughout his life. He's got artists like Lizette Melendez. He's got, I believe, some boot camp stuff. I don't even want to butcher this. Let's look at him and give it its proper due, since it is a Tony Touch episode this evening. But if you know, you know. Like I said, Tony Touch has a show at Radio City as well. I didn't know he was opening for Janet. That's fire in itself too.
She did he put the drop. She sent him like a video drop. He put it on Twitter. That's like, I can't wait for the whatever day. It's next month, I think.
That's crazy. Let me just kind of read off about this event real quick. What's that like?
No, I was gonna say, man, it's crazy that Tony Touch his name doesn't get spoken as often as I feel like it should. You know what I mean? Like,
that's why we did it. That's why we did it.
Shout out to the mixtape movie that he helped produce, executive produce. Again, Tony Touch with the mixtape movie. If you haven't seen it, fire. So good, so well put together. It goes up there with documentaries like Scratch and all that kind of stuff. It's so good. Shout out to Tony Touch for giving us that, because again, he's a leader and definitely a spokesperson for the mixtape era. His concert, which I believe goes down February 9th, which is right around the corner, Friday, February 9th. If you guys want to check it out, it looks like there's still some tickets available at Radio City Music Hall, featuring performances by Sean Paul, Lisa, Rakim, The Lox, KRS-One, MOP, TKA, Ruben Blades, George Lamond, the Jungle Brothers, Lizette Melendez, Nina Sky, the Beatnuts, and Don Chesina, Two Without Hats, and another Angel De Leon, and the Diaz brothers, of course, with DJ Dua. Son.
That's such a fire lineup, bro.
Even if it's one song, even if it's just one song, like, yo, that's a mixtape right there. That's crazy.
That is so fire,
that's
man.
Hot, that is
yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
DJ Love, what up, bro? Salute to you.
DJ Love in the building. Yo, son, that's a good-ass lineup right there. Tony Touch again. It's called the Peacemaker Concert. Again, after tonight's album. And he had a series. There's a volume 2 and 3 if you don't know. Check that out. Make sure you go to all streaming platforms and check out that stuff. Your man Doo-Wop, again, if you don't know about DJ Doo-Wop, make sure you do your homework on him. He's got a classic mixtape on his belt as well, known as 95 Live. And it's Fuego.
Yeah, I have a quick question. I have a quick question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I wanted to ask real quick, because in doing the homework and going back over the tunnel, like, because Flex was on the radio and we heard these records so many times, was this one of the major points in time in hip hop when the sound changed? You know how we all speak about that that weird time period and shit like that? Like, was this album, and because he had the platform to push it, was this like the start of, or like the ball rolling down that hill and turned into a boulder? You know what I mean?
You talking about Flex?
Yeah.
No, it started with the first one, because when the first volume of 60 Minutes of Funk came out, the tunnel was really, really, really popping. And then he put out, I would say that would be the point, because he was the first DJ to put out a mixtape with a label, and then it was Clue. And then, you know, Tony later down the line. So, but I would say it was a few years. The moment you're talking about was a few years prior, I would say.
Oh, okay. And to think that these two projects, right? Funk Flex is sitting on Hot 97 in the city at the time, and he has the platform behind him. And Tony Touch doesn't have that same platform behind him. You know what I mean? As far as being on radio, like you said, Jules, what was it, like 6 days a week, and being able to control what you're hearing and how many times you heard the record and this, that, and the third. So I think it states for how big the DJs are, two, how big mixtapes really are and were, and what they were really driving, you know what I mean? Because they definitely got watered down after the time period, and to speaks on the two careers, the two levels that both of these DJs are on, you know what I mean? You would look at them in different platforms, but yet Tony Touch is, if not bigger, or doing as big things as Funk Flex, you know?
Yeah.
That's why in the beginning I said I voted for the better mixtape DJ. He wasn't on the radio, but he was in every borough and in every, city. If you lived in Philly, you couldn't hear Hot 97, but you could go cop a Tony Touch tape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a fact. No, the both guys, pardon me, all DJs, pardon me, not both, all three guys, legendaries. Like I said, rest in peace to Big Cat.
Word, rest in peace, Big Cat.
Big Dog, Record Pool DJ. Big Dog, Pitbull. Pardon me. Yeah, Record Pool is something different. But again, definitely a dope battle. That said, we took on something different tonight. I think something, like I said, we wanted to sort of see if we could maybe do again. Just to go back to what Ike was talking about in terms of sounds, I think it's interesting that the sounds were changing. 97 is kind of the beginning of that whole, the synth, more synthetic sound, digital sound was starting to enter versus the analog sound. Everything from production wise, as far as equipment to the actual instruments being used, right? MIDI and all that. But then it's interesting that when you look at the time, right? The time frame, you have the Tunnel album, which again, respectfully, because Flex is on the radio, is leaning against a little bit more towards like a more radio friendly kind of vibe, more
commercial sound,
more of a commercial, yeah. Even though he's got street records on there, but that's the year 1999, and then you have a guy like Tony Touch who comes out a year later, so it's after the fact, and he still drops an album that's predominantly sounding very, let's just call it boom bap, and that's the album that won tonight. So it's interesting to see that even though that sound was changing, there was still a pocket, again, not as popular as 6 nights a week like a Flex, you know what I'm saying, like that, but still a pocket of people that fucked heavy with Tony Touch and were copying a project that had names like Royce da 5'9", Eminem early on, but really with not Eminem Dirty on early on, he's on there too, but what was it, the Dirty Dozen, D12, an early D12. Yeah. He's doing a lot of early stuff on that project. Just again, keeping that quote unquote underground hip hop sound alive. But while the Tunnel was a little more commercial sounding, by the way, the Tunnel album is a gold selling album, by the way. So that's, it's sold pretty well.
I think it's wild too, because if you mention the battle to anybody, I think just naturally, especially people here in the New York area, they'd be like, oh, Funk Flex had to win. It was on the radio all the time. You know what I'm saying?
When you dissect the records, I don't know if that's true.
Tony Touch definitely had better records, man, because we didn't even talk about What's That. We didn't talk about No, No, No. We didn't talk about Pit Fighter. We didn't talk about the Royce track.
Yeah,
It's a lot. Like, I mean, again, there's so many songs on the mixtape battle.
Joint.
Yeah, now the reggaeton joints would have made no appearance. I don't think.
The liquid rhyming joint was dope, and even the flip mode joint was all right.
Yeah, early Rock Moss. If you know anything about Rock Moss, you know, he was part of the Flip Mode squad.
Is he the first verse too? Is he the first verse?
Yeah, he's Set It On Fire. He's the first verse on Set It On Fire.
That's insane. DJ Shock on the beat for that. That's again.
And the joint with Cypress, the Cypress Hill track was tight. It was just a better. It was
better,
sonically
better mixtape, better album, better DJ.
Yes. Word.
Yo, can we talk about the Maceo joint, which is basically the De La joint that they do like in Spanish?
Yeah, that was
yeah, yeah, that shit is dope.
I really wanted to get a battle going with the DITC track. I wanted to get like the DI because you got I think you got Diamond on there. You got Kid Capri.
Kid Capri, Joe.
Party Artie, rest in peace.
Party Artie.
So we're gonna obviously get ready to raid out before Triple C sends out the pissed off tech. But can I play something that I wanted to play real quick again? Just what is it, like honorable mention if I can? Let me see if you guys are familiar with this little track off the Peacemaker that I wanted to try to find a way to play. But there was no way to get it into the battle for tonight, but it needs an honorable mention. Again, this was an interlude.
Yeah, shit is real right now, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Core Mega, Queensbridge, it's Q-Town, Connecticut, nigga, don't touch it. What, just don't give a fuck. Far Rock, Iraq, Southside, we gonna show these niggas. Yo, what? Niggas recognize a method I perfected rhyming. Rappers insecure, verbally I'm jeopardizing. Check the way that I be exercising. My pen worked for me for years, it's testifying. You know the saga, the drama, the Queensbridge Kingpin, Mega Montana, to thugs I pledge allegiance. Drugs sold for many reasons, some for prestige, others they only way of eating. My niggas pray to be in a better life. We had plans of bad grams to get ahead at night. I fuck with officialists, thugs that hit you with cop killing dumb shit. Your whole shit is split. Living this life dripping in ice. Holding my position like Pippin. Write a composition tripe. I'm taking mines like a Pappy time. Any attempt to stop me, you wasted times. I could blaze an honor, infiltrate the line between paper rhymes like solidified white rock. Shot to 89, rhyme for beamers, rovers, overachievers, hold the heat until them other coaches who deceive us running on a wanted poster with a golden millimeter. You think it ain't real? Check me on my next re-up, biatch. What, nigga? Who can fuck with this? What?
Yo, Mega.
That was an interlude too.
I know, it's fire. Alchemist on the beat.
The beat was real fire.
You gotta play the De La joint.
De La joint too? All right. Yo, shout out to Dreddy. I hope you like that joint, Dreddy. You know what I'm saying? Your man DJ Jules, you know what I'm saying? Jules DJ knows how to pick them. Just saying. You heard me? You heard me? You heard me? Maceo on the beat on this one.
Yeah. Took Spanish 1 for 4 years.
LI always makes it into the building.
Óigame, malo muchacho, Mos Def con Tony Flaco, el idioma que yo hablo. Pretty young champ like Camacho, spitting a hot flow. B-boy shout Zulu Gestapo, bro. You know my estilo, cigarrillo con tamarindo, habichuela negra, azarosa amarillo. Yo soy suave viejito, campeón nacional como Tito. Bringing the heat, bro, unique when I speak, yo. Doing my way like Carlito, beats by M-A-S-E-O, from Pelham to Puerto Rico. Play my jam on Caliente, no 27, on the expressway in press play. See what your next say. Duro siempre, para mi gente, ganamos. Se acabó, venga, vamos. Corillo, hacen la manos. Blowing your spot like I got toast. A lot of MCs is deaf, but they not most, and not close. Understanding when I shine, all your light is through. Y'all niggas whacking one language, son, I'm nice too. Fuck is you? Tú no sabes, mi sonido, siempre ganamos, nunca perdimos.
¿Para qué?
Blanco, negro, latino del mundo. mundo. Cuando junto, qué profundo.
¿Qué es eso?
Tú no sabes, mi sonido siempre ganamos, nunca perdimos.
¿Para qué?
Blanco, negro, latino, corillo, solo
Hey yo,
equipo,
I got chips
unido.
to ziplock grips to burst. Non-conventional, original B-boy. My peeps call me Merce. I'm from NYC, so CY and me. There's a lot of hustling found around my cheek. Sipping strawberry jack that ain't never been fucked. Trying to catch me off balance, man, you shit out of luck. Cause we got more Rams and I drive than y'all. Got the people at the jams more alive than y'all. I'm with Tone Touch while y'all all touched in the head. Such a lethal combination, got you facing the red. And yo, you don't want no parts of that. Your style so pussy, last name should be Cat. We taking it back like sleeve stacks and pylons. With the ladies in a frenzy, running their nylons. Reveal flesh to test, cause I love bruising them. Treat my battles like my children, nigga, I'm never losing.
Hey, yo, what's that?
You don't know? That's my sound, yo. No one can rock it like this. We put it down, yo.
For who?
Black, white, purple, or brown, yo. It's most daylight touch. We hold the crown, yo.
Yo, what's that?
You don't know? That's my sound, yo. No one can rock it like this. We put it down, yo.
For who?
Black, white, purple, or brown, yo. So all my street folk, come on, get part around, yo. The only Spanish.
Fire. Shout out to Amityville. Shout out to Amityville, De La Soul, L.I. all the time.
Rest in peace, you know. Rest in peace, True Glory. Listen, again, both albums had a lot of features by a lot of those people, but again, that Peacemaker, De La, Gangstar, Boot Camp.
It was stacked.
It was just stacked and stacked and stacked. Again, you had even R&B, like Total, the Flip Mode Squad. Again, most of the time when you get variety kind of like projects like this with like various artists, sometimes you kind of get like, I mean, not in this case, a lot of throwaway tracks, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? A lot of album filler stuff. Like, yeah, we hit. I feel there's a little bit of that for both albums. Don't get me wrong, but the majority are just insane. His album is just like Triple C just said, stacked.
Did he do anything? The numbers. Did he do anything?
I didn't see in terms of what it overall sold, but it did peak at number 57 on the top 200. Not bad. It's for Tommy Boy. And again, this was the year the year 2000. So again, it's not bad. And again, it led to a bunch of other releases down the pipeline of the same title piece. And he's got other albums as well. So Tony Touch definitely making his mark in the dropping, album world, as well as a DJ. He's just nonstop busy. I believe, is he on Sirius XM?
45. Yes.
45, there you go.
Toka Tuesdays.
Toka Tuesdays. Yeah, that's what the club. I can't remember where the club was at, but Toka Tuesdays. Shout out to DCM.
Sutra. It was at
Sutra. There you go.
First
there you go.
first.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out. I used to go to the Toka Tuesdays.
I was there.
I believe Tony Touch part of a DJ crew as well, right? Isn't he part of the originals?
Yeah, him, Rich Medina, DJ Scratch, and
Stretch and Clark Kent.
Yep.
D Nice, can't forget D Nice.
We saw them in Queens, remember?
Yeah, a bunch of times. I've seen the original. Listen, if you're from New York,
we went
I remember going to the summer joint in Fletcher Meadow Park. I remember that too.
That was the first show post-pandemic for like mad shit.
Yeah. You're basically talking about like an open kind of area, Central Park kind of area in Queens, and this is when people are still wearing masks that far out in the open, and it's like everybody's still like, I'm gonna wear a mask. So it's but that's crazy because your man Good Rev being mad homo right now. He's talking to Tony Touch on text right now, and
because he replies like 9 hours later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, he's a busy man. He's a busy man. We're gonna wrap things up anyway, but it's cool to know that he probably would have liked to come say hi. But the Good Rev, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that would have been dope.
That would have been so fire. Yeah.
I mean, I asked him.
I don't know he won, by the way. I don't know. He doesn't really know it's a battle.
Yeah, I didn't say battle. I said
we were discussing. At the moment, we're discussing his win. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
just so he knows.
It's not a lie.
Not a lie. 100% the truth. But if you want, do you need the link to send him just in case? Maybe you want to do that.
Just in case.
I mean, if you send it to me real quick, I'll ask him.
I mean,
are we about to rate out?
If we could get a video drop or something that we could, we could set something up official, but because he literally just hit me back 3 minutes ago.
Let's see. That's the link right there. See what you can do with that. Oh no, yeah, that's the right link. That's all right, I didn't want to send him the Twitch link. Like I'm like, no, I mean, it's still on. But
we passed round 5. We passed round 5.
Wait,
dude. You know, it's all good.
Right now.
It's all good.
Either way, we had a great time tonight. Again, I think the DJ Battle album mixtape series might need to happen again. There's definitely enough material out there from other cool DJs that put out a bunch of material. So stay in tune for that. Eats Beats Rhymes again every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here live on Twitch. Make sure you're following us here, Twitch, and make sure you're following us on YouTube. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube stratosphere that stay supporting us. Again, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So shout out to everybody that's been subscribing. Got a couple of shout outs here if you guys don't mind. For people that stay dropping comments and ideas and recommendations. Shout out to your man MBPC3ZN. I'm sure that probably spells something, but I'm dumb. Shout out to D Nation 77. Shout out to Glenn Kingsley. Shout out to Gold 7633. Shout out to Gaming While what?
This is my favorite part of the show. This is my favorite part of the show.
Shout out to Gaming While It's Hot 90 80 40. I don't know, pause. Shout out to Abracadabra 3033, Boris Tojo, Johnny Combs. Yo, the Rakim episode we dropped draw a lot of attention in terms of the comment section, big time. Shout out to P Reels. Shout out to John Lee 580. Shout out to Nondescript 732. Crypto. Again, we have a straight up community building in the comment section. If I didn't get to your shout out, I will. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on the heart. Like I said, we'll get you in another episode. Or keep dropping comments enough times that I can notice you that early on to shout you out first. But no, I'm just playing. Like I said, we definitely appreciate everybody that leaves comments, that follows, that shares, that hits the notification bells. I don't even know if you guys in the room hit the notification bell. If you guys in the chat room hit the notification bell. We're dropping content on a regular basis. And I want you guys to see it as soon as we drop it. So that's what I got for you guys. Again, we're just gonna hang out here, get ready to raid out. DJ Hope, if you don't mind, if your man Tony Touch happens to join in the last second, can we jump out of the raid? Like, or is it like stay clear of the closing doors kind of situation?
Yeah. They got the new trains out too. They got the new trains where there's no doors in between. In the middle, they trying to express shit. You know what I mean? Once the doors close, boom. Yeah, my man posted a picture on IG. He's like, yo, this shit is wild. I was like, yo, that shit looks so fucking crazy, B.
That's
insane.
Looks
so crazy.
The future is here, ladies and gentlemen. The future is here. But again, we're just gonna get ready. I hope you get ready to rate us out. I don't think he's gonna join us, but it would have been very cool. And again, Rev, thanks for trying. But again, these people have lives, and we respect that. If they ever get to join us and they want to, invitation is always open for them to join us. Again, Tony Touch, the winner tonight. Join us next week, Monday night, for another episode of Who Do You Got? We'll see what you got in store for you guys, but expect nothing but hot shit. That's what we got. Shout out to everybody in the chat room that joins us every Monday night. Shout out to you guys. You know what I mean? DJ Hobo, we need another DJ set soon. DJ Hobo.
What happened?
We need another DJ set.
Yeah, word.
Gotta make that happen. Maybe you could do a mixtape DJ set. Play all the hits of both these gems.
There's only 5 on the flex joint.
Well, he's gonna play Ill Bomb like 8 times.
Yeah.
If you're in your DJ bag, 5 records. That's about a good. Like if you really stretch it out, depending on how you. It's at least a good 6-7 minutes right there.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's not playing the whole thing. He would never play the whole thing. Let's be clear. There's no need to play the whole thing.
Well, no. It's entirely. There's 2 different fields: spinning on radio, spinning on parties and clubs, spinning. There's all different types of approaches.
I take it back. You might get a good 3 minutes out of that, out of those 5 records. No, it's fine. No, I recently saw a breakdown mathematically that I think your man DJ Jazzy Jeff talked about. He said a good DJ stays in 6-minute pockets while they're while they're DJing throughout the night. And I was like, damn, that's interesting. And he had a mathematical breakdown, and it was basically 6 minutes. Did we rate out? Is that one?
Yeah.